Kanye West goes full nerdsy and makes Alex Jones look like the norm. All right, welcome back to the party, everybody. I am your host, Lutch, aka the Indian Jesus, here to resurrect the second coming of common sense. And yes, we have another update with Kanye West and whatever it is that he is doing. So, where we last left off, Kanye had been going, Kanye went on the Timcast IRL podcast for 21 minutes and showed up, wanted to spew his bullshit with no pushback, wasn't able to get that, and left. So, let's start here with a couple of clips from Twitter, where I'm certainly not going to go through a whole bunch of stuff here, but there's a bunch of clips from Twitter of what Kanye said on Alex Jones Infowars with Nick Fuentes, making Alex Jones seem like the most normal one of the group.
Tim Pool is the NPC, and you're a real human being. So no one's ever heard of Tim Pool. You're the legend that is Alex Jones.
Nobody's ever heard of Tim Pool? I think you heard of Tim Pool. I think you just used him 2 days ago. But yeah, okay.
And you were fighting on the front line, and now we're here with you. You got some other superheroes part of the Avenger movie fighting for Christ. Tim Pool is the NPC, and you're a real human being. So no one's ever heard of.
So we can see already by the fact that he came on this show in this garb, whatever this is supposed to represent. That's where we're starting off. And then, of course, he's got his comments about Tim Pool. And, Frankie, what is going on? Why is he wearing a mask? I have no idea. Much like the rest of everything that he's about to do. So that was just a little clip that I wanted to show because, he specifically talked about Tim Pool. Tim Pool is my guy, but it gets worse. It gets way worse.
I like Hitler. I don't like
it. In case you missed that, let's play that one more time.
I like Hitler. I don't like Hitler. I know you're trying to be shocking to that. I'm not trying to be shocking. I like Hitler. I do not. The Holocaust is not what happened. Let's look at the facts of that. And Hitler has a lot of redeeming qualities.
Does he though? I don't think so, bro. And whatever, we were having conversations about Zionism and this and that, and not about religious Jews and all that kind of stuff. But now you're getting way far away from that, anything like that. Now you're just being directly anti-Semitic, and there's no argument for you. 48 hours ago, Kanye West was with Milo Yiannopoulos, ready to go on one of the biggest online political platforms in the world. He already announced that he was running for president, and that Milo and Nick Fuentes over here is riding those coattails. But before the show, it was like, okay, this could be really interesting. Let's see if Kanye's got some chops. But of course, he left. And then he goes, just going on Alex Jones' show is already, whether you agree with it or not, whether it should or shouldn't be, the fact is, that is a statement in and of itself, that you're going on Alex Jones' Infowars show, because nobody else will have you. But not only now is he talking about, the black people are the real chosen people. Like, no, now you're standing for Hitler. What are you doing?
Of it. And now people are like, wait a second, the so-called crime doesn't.
The video's off of the sound on this one a little bit, but if you just listen.
Deserve the punishment. What did I thought? That's right. You're not Hitler. You're not a Nazi. You don't deserve to be called that and demonized. Well.
Oh, okay. So again, as I said, making Alex Jones seem like the reasonable one. That's a reasonable statement. You're not a Nazi. You don't deserve to be called Nazis or a Nazi.
I see good things about Hitler also. I love everyone. The Jewish people are not going to tell me you can love, us and you can love what we're doing to you with the contracts, and you can love what we're pushing with the pornography. But this guy that invented highways, invented the very microphone that I use as a musician, you can't say out loud that this person ever did anything good. And I'm done with that. I'm done with the classifications. Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table, especially Hitler. How about that one?
Especially, Kanye says, especially. Now, I am, of the mind that human life has value. So sure, if you want to say, despite all of the terrible things that Adolf Hitler did, that at the end of the day, if you really want to be honest, there is something that somebody in his life may have had something positive to say about him. Even Hitler. I'm not dying on that hill. But if you want to say that, okay, that's fair enough. But when you say especially, if you say especially Hitler, bro, what are you doing? Let's do it again. He says especially. Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table, especially Hitler. How about that one? Ari Emanuel, how you like that one? Hey, Ron, you gonna do anything to fix Chicago? I like Hitler. That is not the same person, or the messaging of the same person that was supposed to be, maybe not legitimately, but in terms of the fact that we are living in a post-Trump world, saying that you're going to run for president, like, okay, I'm willing to entertain it. I'm not going to take it seriously until you give me a reason to. But then you do this, and it's like, come on, bro. Again, aside from just the words that he's saying, what are you wearing? What are those? Come on, guy. We got a couple more here. And if you want to go watch the entire interview, that's up to you. Have fun, but just the clips here. If you are giving any credence to Hitler while you are in this landscape, while people are specifically coming after you for being anti-Semitic, and you claiming that you're not being anti-Semitic. Well, if that's the case, then I'm sorry, but you giving compliments to Hitler is not helping me understand that is your position. Let's see what this one's got. You like the screen says it's with the not American History X, that was the other one. American Psycho. It says me realizing the quote, but he made graduation card probably ain't gonna cut it anymore.
But that's about it. There's a lot of things that I love about Hitler.
You can't say that. You can't say that. And this is why we platform everyone. Because if this man was running for president and had these things in his head and he didn't get the platform to say these things, then how would you know that this is what he thinks? This is why you platform everyone.
You like the uniforms, but that's about it. There's a lot of things that I love about Hitler. A lot of things. You like the uniforms.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That is just crazy. And there was somebody I was speaking to, about talking about Kanye on this platform. I mentioned it in previous videos, and she was saying, that this is you're platforming a dangerous person. Now, I don't necessarily disagree with the fact that rhetoric like this could be dangerous. But this is precisely why we need to talk about it. This is precisely why you platform everyone, so we know who is out there thinking these things. Let's take a look at another clip.
I've said it, the most Nazi-like activities I've seen, and the Nazis, in my view, were thugs that should be done a lot of really bad things.
Again, we have Alex Jones coming to a reasonable, rational position that we don't like Nazis, we don't like Hitler.
But they did good things too. We got to stop dissing the Nazis all the time.
Are we though? I'm not. Yeah, stop this is Nazis. One more time.
I've said it, the most Nazi-like activities I've seen, and the Nazis, in my view, were thugs that should have done a lot of really bad things. But they did good things too. We got to stop dissing the Nazis all the time. Okay, we're going to get to that. You get.
And Alex Jones, he doesn't know what to do with this. He's the one who's supposed to be the crazy one. But Kanye takes the cake here. Kanye takes the cake here. There's a couple more. And you know, these are just clips from this one show. In one sitting, he was able to get all of these sound bites. And whatever his goal is, I promise you, Kanye, I promise you, this is not it. So when we go back a little bit and we talk about how my theory was that Milo was pulling strings, and Milo is trying to do things to make Trump look bad because of something that happened within the last 2 weeks. Because remember, 2 weeks ago, he was on Timcast talking about Daddy Trump, and he's the only thing, and da-da-da-da-da. And 2 weeks later, we have the return with Kanye, which seems to be a setup, again, to make Trump look bad. We looked at the Anthony Brian Logan video where on Parler, Milo was talking about how he wanted to take down the Republican Party and he was all about vengeance. Conspicuously, Milo is not here. Nick Fuentes is here, but Milo is not. Okay. Let's check another one.
I don't think Hitler was a good guy. I get the Hugo Boss uniforms, amazing. But I mean, just because you're in love with the design, you're a designer. Can we just kind of say like you like the uniform?
Okay, I think
there's a lot of things that I love about Hitler.
Yeah, so that was another one. Sorry, that was a repeat. But again, it's not even just him saying, Kanye saying, I love this person. Or excuse me, it's not like him saying, oh, I love this person. He's expressing an extra emphasis. I love that person. Why? Why is that, Kanye?
You're not a Nazi. You don't deserve to be called that and demonized. Well, I see good things about Hitler also. I love everyone. The Jewish people are not going to tell me you can love.
Repeat here.
There's
a little more context on this one.
You can love what we're doing to you with the contracts, and you can love what we're pushing with the pornography. But this guy that invented highways, invented the very microphone that I use as a musician.
I don't even know if that's true. Like, it doesn't make sense to me that microphones were not a thing before Hitler, because I've seen Hitler using microphones in his speech. The idea of a road, I'm pretty sure Hitler did not come up with the idea of a road. But also, he tried to kill 6 million people because of their faith. How are we overlooking that? How are we overlooking that? So there's a couple more here. And I really just want to give full context. You guys know that I love giving full context, and we're not doing a full stream here tonight. We are going to Discord, so if you have not already, the party rages on 24/7 in the Discord server. Hit the link in the description, and we got a brand new contest going on, $100 prize. Go to the Discord to see the rules and how you can enter. It's very easy. You just gotta hang out. But there's just I just needed to as I told you, I needed to talk about this because I see something happening, and it's still unfolding. I don't know exactly where this is going to go, but I guarantee you, in 2 weeks, in a month, in 6 months, I am going to be glad that I covered this, and you are going to be like, Lutch, the Indian Jesus is on point. Let's see what else we got from Kanye, and seeing why he is crazy.
Oh my goodness! Just because you don't like one group doesn't mean the other. Look, I love Jewish people, but I also love Nazis.
Bro, you can't say that. Frankie, thank you for hanging out. Have a good night. Bro, you can't say that. Like, you can say that, I just would strongly advise you in every single situation ever not to say that.
Oh my goodness. Just because you don't like one group doesn't mean the other. Look,
I love Jewish people, but I also love Nazis.
oh man.
That is the face of Alex Jones not knowing what to do with somebody who is crazy in his mind. That is not a thought that Alex Jones has very often.
Well, I have to disagree with that.
See, I'm gonna. This is making what's his face? It's making Alex Jones look like the normal one. So the last one I want to bring up here is actually not from the Alex Jones episode, but it's actually a look back at the events of what started all of this story. A lot of you know it already, but we just got a short clip here. So if you're not familiar, then here we go.
But what the thing is, when I said
This is from the original on Monday, I think. Monday, Tuesday, whatever. Timcast IRL appearance from Kanye West or Ye West.
children, the reason why my brain kind of blocked, because it's like God is saying, your children are going to be okay. Baby mamas got money, right? God is using me. He's breaking me down, removing all of the, richest person, all of this, so I can serve him. And the more and more those things are taken away from me, the more I can be empty and be a vessel.
Now, as an atheist, the notion of emptying yourself out to be a vessel for a fictional character when you have a lot of money, a lot of means, and a lot of influence is scary in and of itself. But that's a whole other conversation. Let's just move on with this one. Oh, come on.
Be able to be used. And right now, it's like, you're not going to take, if we can't, you're not going to take my pain away, right? The Jewish people say, it's the Holocaust, this happened, and you can't say anything about it. We can't take their pain away. No one's going to denounce the fact that they tried to lock me up. That's what, because every time I'm just.
Oh, you mean like what this guy did to 6 million people and then after locked them up did some really awful, awful, awful things? Okay.
Holding stride. And it's like, I thought I was more Malcolm X, but I find out I'm more MLK, because.
Are you though?
As I'm getting hosed down every day by the press and finance.
Why are you getting hosed down? Why are you getting hosed down? When this aired, I was in the position that, okay, let's hear him out. But now it is very clear. Why are you getting hosed down, bro? Because you're going on InfoWars with a black mask over your face talking about, I love her. What are you doing? This goes exactly to my theory that somebody is in his head. If you remember from this episode, he made a big point about talking about, hey, when you get famous, your growth is stunted. I got famous at 24, and you bounce from handler to handler to handler. Now he's just lost his marriage, his sponsorships, his endorsements, all of that stuff. So why would it not make sense that Milo is using Kanye and I guess Nick Fuentes to make Trump look bad? That's the only thing that makes sense.
I'm just standing there. And when I found out that they tried to put me in jail, it was like a dog was biting my arm, and I almost shed a tear.
What up,
almost.
Alex?
But I still walked in stride through it.
Yeah. I think they've been extremely unfair to you.
Who was they, though? We can't say they as
corporate
can we?
press. I'm not using the. I don't use the word as the way I guess you guys use. I'm talking about them.
And I think that was the big faux pas. I've said this before, but I think that was the big faux pas. And I don't blame Tim for it, but in hindsight, clearly saying they have been unfair to you instead of saying the corporate press has been unfair to you, open the floodgates. If we go back and as soon he obviously didn't mean it that way. He just meant as he answers the corporate press. But he that when you use the word they in this context, you got to know better.
To put me in jail, it was like a dog was biting my arm, and I almost shed a tear, almost. But I still walked in stride through it.
Yeah. I think they've been extremely.
I think they've been extremely unfair to you.
Unfair to you.
Who was they, though? We can't say they as
corporate
can we?
press. I'm not using the. I don't use the word as the way I guess you guys use. I'm talking
It is
about
them, though, isn't it? I mean,
Is it though?
because
No.
because when you think about it, consider it. In 2018,
Considered and unconsidered.
What do you mean it's not?
What do I mean? Like, okay, so how about you leaving?
Are you afraid of the press?
Oh, I had never heard Serge, the new producer of Timcast. He actually said, "What, are you afraid of the press?" That was a baller move. To say that to Kanye West, that was baller. So, as we can see, as I predicted, this is a developing story. There is a lot happening here. So, again, this is not a full stream. This is going to be a standalone video. If you haven't gotten my opinion on what the whole thing is, especially talking about where Milo fits into this, all of that stuff, check the other videos. And I think we're onto something here. I think we're onto something here. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please, if you could do me a huge favor and hit that like button on your way out. And if you are new here, thank you so much for hanging out. Again, I am the Indian Jesus, here to resurrect the second coming of common sense. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. I am live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. And just like right now, sometimes whenever I feel like it. So hit that button and you will never, ever miss a party. And so I'm gonna continue to cover this separately from the normal streams. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're gonna do other stuff like we would normally talk about. But as this unfolds, I genuinely think that there is going to be stuff here to talk about. And if you are keeping up with it, because there's a lot that we went over in the last 2 days, if you keep up with it, I promise you, it's going to be, you're going to be glad. You're going to be glad. So stick with me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the content, and let me know what you guys think. Am I off base? Am I looking too far into it? Or did Kanye really go off the deep end? I feel like that's an easy question, but let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much. Again, I am Lutch, a.k.a. the Indian Jesus. Thank you for partying with me. Until next time, I am out of here. Peace.